Okay, let's try to finish off this assignment in this video. We'll see if we can do it. Right now, this button is working. It's switching between the two, but the link still takes me to that one. Okay, so I want to do this. I want to change it so it takes me to the home page of Android. So, very simple. Inside of here, document.getElementById, main link. And again, I go dot to access an attribute of this element. In this case, I want to access its href element and assign it to be that new href. And you'll see right now, right, this a tag has a current href element, which is that article. The comparison one, we're going to replace that href so it becomes the Android home. Okay, and I'm going to copy and paste that. And we'll go back to here. And this will be the Apple home. I think I grabbed an extra, there it is, yeah. Extra quotation, single quote. Okay, so that should now work. If I go back to here, if I select Android, yay, and this will take me to Android homepage. Select Apple, takes me to the Apple homepage. Awesome. Okay, next up is the background color of the body to match the background color of the button. Okay, this one's a little bit different. My first thought, based on what we've been doing, is with JavaScript we select elements with ID. So I'm like, oh well, if I have to select the body to change its background color, maybe I have to give the body an ID. But that's a little bit weird because there should only be one body, right? So we shouldn't have to use an ID to select the body. And JavaScript agrees with that idea, and it allows us to just do this document.body. Okay, it's kind of like just, it's built into the JavaScript that you don't have to select the body by ID. You can just go .body. And now I want to go this basically, right? .style, .background color. So I want to change the style of the body. Background color is assigned this. Okay, and then I'll copy that line and paste it and change it to this for Apple. Hopefully that works. So when I click Android, awesome, background color, image, and the link all change. And Apple, same thing. Okay, cool. Anyway, so what you should have seen from this assignment is like JavaScript can be used to add interactivity, right? I can add event listeners to these buttons, and based on what event happens, we can change the page, right? We can change the content of the page, the style of the page. Gives us a lot of power. That JavaScript allows us to dynamically change this page without having to reload a whole new page. Okay. A couple little things that I might tweak just before I end this video. One thing we can do just to clean things up a little bit is notice how we had to select main link, main link, main link a bunch of times. And even the fact that we're finding these things in the different functions. Sometimes what you can do, especially if you're doing this a lot of times, is you can store HTML elements in variables. So variables to store HTML elements, just gonna add a comment. And I'm just gonna say main image. So main image element. This is just a naming convention I like to do, where I add the EL at the end to stand for element. It reminds me that this variable is storing an element. And then I'm just gonna do this part of it, and I'm not gonna do the dot source or the anything. I'm just gonna say, hey, document, please get this element, and I'm going to store a reference to this element in this variable, main image element. And remember, I can't do dashes in the HTML IDs. I can do dashes, but inside of JavaScript we can't do dashes. It has to be letters and numbers. Underscores I think are okay. All right, so main image elements, and now what I can do is instead of doing this, right? I've already done that. I can just use the variable. And instead of doing this, I can use the variable. Okay. And same thing here. I'm going to go let main link element, main link, like so, right? So that just says find the element, please, and store it in this variable. And I'm just going to copy, oops, I'm going to copy this. And now instead of doing all of this, I can replace all of these main link ones with that variable. Okay, so not only does this make our code look a little cleaner and a little neater, it also makes it more efficient. Because each time I did document.getElement by ID, the document has to search for that element. So I'm making it search and then search again and then search again, which is inefficient. This says find the search for that element once and store a reference to it here, and now just update the inner HTML, the style, the href of that element. Okay, so that's something that's kind of, if you notice that you're accessing the same element multiple times, just do it once, store it in a variable, use that variable. Okay, all right, this assignment, actually let's save this and run it just to make sure it still works. But otherwise, if it still works, I think this assignment is done. Okay, awesome. Like I said, powerful stuff. JavaScript can manipulate your page. Okay, hope that made sense. Take care, and we'll see you in the next assignment, I guess. All right, bye.